This is the story of my backpacking trip through South America. I start in Ecuador, where I will learn Spanish and see other parts of the country. I continue traveling through the Colombian landscapes, from the desert to a 4-day hike in the jungle to the lost city. From there, I fly to Bolivia and meet my friend Aranca. Together we travel to great heights and the freezing cold. In Argentina, I only visit the northern part and check out the area of Salta and Buenos Aires. I cross the border to Brazil to see the Iguazu Falls and end the trip in Rio de Janeiro. The next day it's early rising again. It is a 10-hour bus drive to Guayaquil, which is definitely not a punishment. To be honest, I prefer going by bus. Not only is it better for the environment, but you can also see a lot of the beautiful surroundings. There is no better way to get to know the country. It is definitely different from driving in the Netherlands, for instance, where all you can see is the highway. For me, driving through the country is an activity on its own. The road is incredibly beautiful. You can see the surroundings change as we go. At the Quito side of the Andes, you will see a lot of green hills and fields, all the way up to the top. Once you reach the other side, you will see it gets more clouded and the climate completely changes. You will see more of a rainforest scenery, with a lot of plants and trees. As we come closer to the coast, the climate changes again in a flatter landscape with a lot of banana plantations. After a long ride, I am finally in Guayaquil. The city is known for being very safe, and since I'm only staying for one night, I chose a hostel very close to the bus station. After breakfast, I'm ready to go back to the bus station and continue the road to go to Montañita. It's just 2.5 hours more. Finally, I arrived in Montañita, the place where I will stay for 5 weeks. After I put my luggage away at the cabañas, it is time to check out the town and the beaches. Once I'm back at the cabañas, they give me a private room, because I will be the only girl in the dorm. I relax for a while, and in the evening I get to know a few of the other students before classes start. I start my A1 classes with 2 other guys. In the morning we have Isabel, and in the afternoons we have classes of Eric and Jorge. And between classes we take surf classes with David. After classes we either went to the beach or to the swimming pool and got out for dinner. From Wednesday on, there were parties all over town. We start with a cocktail workshop and then headed over to the party next to our accommodation. Every Wednesday, there is a $6 entrance with open bar. A lot of bar games, spaces to relax, and a floor to dance on. Because the party was next to my room, it didn't matter if I was at the party or in my bed. So I better go out and enjoy it with a drink. The next morning we repeated again, with classes in the morning, followed by a surf class, a nice lunch break, classes in the afternoon, relaxing at the swimming pool or at the beach, and enjoy a nice dinner. And then we repeated again. And again. We finished the first week of school with a campfire on the beach, and we say goodbye to some of the students. The first weekend I'm going to Puerto Lopez to visit Isla de la Plata, because I wouldn't be able to go another weekend. It's an hour drive away from Montañita by bus. From there I found a company that will go by boat to Isla de la Plata, which is not hard to find. There was some delay with the boats, but finally I could go. The island is known as the cheap version of the Galapagos, and I go there especially to see the boobies, the birds with the blue feet. When we arrive on the island, we will walk to the top. We were pre-warned to use a lot of sunblock and wear hats because the sun is extremely hot out here. There are a few theories on why the island is named Isla de la Plata, the island of silver. One of them is that the white stone colors silver under the moonlight. Another theory is because of the amount of bird droppings that give off the white color.
Then those opciones. So from here you have two options. It's your decision, it's your money. Es su decisión, es su dinero. Aquí pueden decidir. Hay un sendero que baja y sube por ahí mismo. One trail is down there, go there near the cliff. Llegas allá cerca de los acantilados. You stayed a few moments there, te quedas allá un momento, and then coming back same way, retornas por el mismo lugar. You may see it more blue for the boobies there, hay más patas azules allá. Near the cliff, you may see the Nazca boobies flying, piqueros de Nazca.
With only 4 of us, we take the longer route to see the viewpoints of the island. You will not see any mosquitoes on the island because it has a lot of Palo Santo trees, and eating these cherries will give you a natural repellent.
Entonces eso es el papá, ¿no? Mamá está pescando, mama is fishing.
As we walk over the island, we see a lot of old nests, which are recognizable by eggshells, bird droppings, and the dry branches that's left of the nests.
How do you know? A little all little dry branches and bloodbird shed around here. Yeah? So it's guano.
As we come closer to the cliffs, we can see the beautiful clear blue water. What a treat! We cannot stop taking photos and videos of this place. Then it's time for snorkeling in the water. They attract the fish with some food and then we go in. It is time to go back to the cabañas. Here I meet some new students and we play some beer pong to finish the weekend. We start the week with learning all the types of irregular verbs. I also started my 4 weeks of volunteering at an orphanage together with another student. Because of the privacy of the children, I will not use any of the videos made there. For more information, you can look at this website. It was an incredible experience and great meeting all the children, teachers, other volunteers and Fatima, the mother of the house. The week continued with volunteering in the morning, a lunch break and then private classes in the afternoon. This week Montañita hosted the national surf competition. So after classes, it was the perfect time to watch parts of the competition at the beach. The school also arranged paragliding for us, so we drove a few minutes to the south to a perfect spot at the coast, where we could fly around for 15 minutes.
I'm paragliding Montañita! Woohoo! Let's do it! Hey girl, everything will go up, have to go down because of the gravity. We're gonna make that test, okay? Like this. Everything will go up, up to go. Everything will go up, and free falling.
We definitely had some fun with that. It felt like sitting in a roller coaster. The way they could control the paraglide made me feel very secure up in the air, so I could really enjoy the stunning view from above. After paragliding, we met up at the restaurant with some of the other students and joined the rest of them at the beach for the after party of the surf competition. It was a party that went on until the early hours. The next morning, we all sleep in and just have a lazy Sunday at the beach. In the next part, you will see the last 2 weeks of my stay in Montañita, where we will go away for a few days to Baños. Here we go rafting, cycling and lots of other fun stuff. And in my last week there are a lot of festivities in the town, with a crazy fireworks show at the end.